Hey folks, it's Jodimus Prime, and today we're just gonna have a quick look at the Earthrise Seekers, the 5 that had been released so far. The first one to be released is Starscream. He was just, you can find it anywhere, but these two are Target exclusives, Thundercracker and Skywarp. And those two back there are Amazon exclusives, Dirge and Ramjet. Right now, those two are pricing like twice as much as what I paid for originally. Anyways, a lot of people have been saying that these figures are really just updates of the old classic Seeker mold, and that is true, because a lot of the transformation is borrowed from the old Seeker mold, but then they did put some really good improvements on the figure so that you can have like dynamic poses, like looking to the side, pointing the null rays, which the old figure, although looks good, really can't. It's kind of rigid because, for one, the head cannot move to the side to side. I can, I guess, but I can feel the plastic flex when moving back and forth. So I don't want to do that because it will snap off this thin piece of plastic right here. The new figures also have like a bicep swivel, which the old figures do not. So you can see also the size comparison. They upscaled it to Voyager size, as compared with the old deluxe size, which if you have other Voyager figures, like you have the Optimus Prime, so that's a better scale with the Earthrise figures. I mean, he's still taller than the Seekers, but you know, it just looks a lot better with scaling wise, with regards to also the deluxe is that the previous classic Seekers mold was based on. So you have ankle tilt, which the old figure doesn't have. So you can't pull up any dynamic poses like this. You also have like a thigh swivel, which the old figure is very limited, not as free as the new one. You also have these folding wing sections now, so if you have your figures standing close to each other, they won't be covering each other's faces. Rather, you can fold the wings and you can have like a collection, more compressed. Looking at the cone heads, I have not transformed these guys yet, but they look amazing. Here is Ramjet. Oh my gosh, the head is really tight. I don't wanna break that. So here's Ramjet. And here is Dirge. Again, they have the updated articulation, which makes it very poseable for these figures. They scale well now with the Voyager size figures, and in my opinion, they also scale well with your legend scale figures. I will transform the figures out of camera just to save time, and I will be right back. And here we are with the jets transformed. I only transformed the Starscream just to save time. So you can see it's substantially larger than the previously released Classics line. My only gripe about the new one, although it looks fantastic up top, details and everything, they did not put down any landing gear on the bottom, which is kind of disappointing a little bit, because the old Classics mold, they put these false wheels on the front, and that became the landing gear. And then there's some molded plastic details here also in the back that serves as the landing gear. But as you can see, other than that, you also have like firing missiles on the old Seeker mold. This is Acid Storm. But as far as scaling is concerned, I mentioned earlier that this scales better with your Legends figures, because if you have like a car here as a sample, you can somewhat tell that if somebody stepped out of this car, they can step into this pilot section as well on Starscreams. But on this one, it seems a little small, although these two are closer in line with each other. So I'm very glad that they upscaled the Seekers to this size, because it fits better with the scale comparison. In robot mode, you can also see these Decepticons are way taller than the standard Legends class Autobots, so which is fine. They should be tall and intimidating, and because these guys are war machines, compared to Autobots, which are more like builders and just transportation, so forth. Anyways, those are my thoughts on the old versus new. I still have the rest of these. I'm not ready to part with them yet, because it took a very long time to complete all of them. Actually, I'm still missing the Acid Storm figure, which is kind of hard to find right now. I may just have not the Acid Storm, but the Sunstorm figure, the yellow jet. That Seekers, that classic Seekers color is a little hard to find. And if you do find it on eBay, it's gonna be very, very expensive. Hopefully they'll release one in this Earthrise schematic, and yeah. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. Talk to you soon. And this is Jotum's Prime signing out. Thank you.